What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Coach Black, and today I'm excited to be talking to you about one of the most important questions that I get every single day from my clients about breakups. The question is this: why is my ex so mean and cold? If you're going through a breakup for the first time, I know it can feel like one of the most painful challenges that you would ever deal with. Breakups are very difficult and they can be very hurtful. And so it's difficult to understand how to navigate these situations, put ourselves in the best position to either reattract our ex, if that's what you're looking for, but also to move forward if you feel like the relationship cannot be saved. Either way, I want to be your partner in walking with you along this journey of trying to establish the right behaviors to help you get the outcomes that you want. Before we continue, I would say please go ahead and leave a like and comment. It really helps out the YouTube channel, and it gets this message out to other people that might be dealing with breakups. I truly appreciate your support. And also, if you're going through a breakup right now, leave a comment below and share with us, how you're coping. What tools are you using to get through this very tough time? All right, now let's talk about why your ex is so cold and mean. If you understand the psychology of the breakup, one thing that is very apparent in most breakups, not every single one, is that the person who left has taken some time, usually, to build up to a point where they felt like they needed to walk away from the relationship for several reasons. But a lot of times they have lost faith in the ability for the relationship to grow in a healthy manner, and they start to envision themselves without you, and they start to see a life and a future without the relationship. Now, when this happens, usually their attraction for you is going to be at an all-time low. They're not going to want to be close to you. They're not going to want to bond and connect. And you'll notice, if you flash back on how things were before the relationship ended, you probably noticed a little bit of distance. There were probably more excuses as to why you couldn't hang out as much as you used to, or phone conversations were cut shorter, or maybe they weren't texting you as much. These were all efforts from your ex to create some kind of distance so they didn't have to deal with nurturing and building this relationship into the future. And so when you understand this, then you'll know that when a breakup happens, literally the best strategy, the best thing you can do immediately is to go into no contact. Your ex needs some time and space. And this space is critical because it allows them to move from that place of being very unattracted, that place of, in some cases, disgust and disdain and just wanting to separate. The time and space gives them enough of a platform to see things more practically and clearly. And if you don't give this to them, if you refuse to give them the space that they need right now, and you do what a lot of people do after a breakup, is you're fighting for the relationship. You're calling them at odd hours of the day. You're planning to go talk to their friends and family and hoping that one of these avenues or people can help you put your broken relationship back together. This is a huge mistake. And if you do this, you're actually infringing on your ex's decision. You're not allowing them to live the life that they are choosing to live. Naturally, which is a very human behavior, They are going to fight against this. They are going to fight against your unwillingness to leave them alone. This is when they start to get cold, disrespectful, and mean. And you might say to them, hey, after all what we've been through together, why don't you care about me? Why don't you care enough about the relationship like I do? Why aren't you putting enough effort to save our relationship like you should be? And I know this is causing you a lot of pain, but trust me, your ex is in this phase. A lot of people call this the relief stage, right? They're in this phase for a short amount of time. It's usually not gonna last more than a couple of months, but if you don't leave them alone, you're going to keep extending the relief stage. Point is, the only reason your ex is mean and cold is because you have not left them alone. And if there's any chance to save your relationship, if there's any chance to make your ex eventually regret leaving you, you must first leave them alone, give them the breakup, and let them experience what life is like without you. And in most cases, if your relationship was generally positive, meaning you had a lot of good times with your ex, you communicated fairly well, and you were a decent partner, most times, given enough time and space, your ex will realize the mistake that they've made and they'll reach back out. Now remember, when they do reach out, it's going to be a slow and gradual process before you eventually get to a place where you reconcile and the relationship can be restored back to a healthy, happy place. But again, step number one, you must go into no contact now and give your ex the space that they're asking for. I hope this video answers all of your questions. If you need me, you can book a one-on-one session. The link will be in description. If you have any thoughts about no contact, or you want to share specifics of what you're dealing with in your relationship, go ahead and leave a comment below. Greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to like. It means a lot. It really does push out the video to other people, and I truly appreciate it. Share the video with your friends and family that need this type of information. With that said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.